On today's program, Dr. Jürgen Bühler has a prayer for Israel and the young troops going into battle. ICEJ Canada National Executive Director Donna Holbrook reminisces with Jerry Adler about his role as Deputy Director of Israel Tourism in Canada. And the participants of the Young People's Arise Courageous Tour visit the Judean Hills. How can a young person stay on the path of purity? By living according to your word. I seek you with all my heart. Do not let me stray from your commands. I have hidden your word in my heart, that I might not sin against you. Praise be to you, O Lord. Teach me your decrees. With my lips I recount all the laws that come from your mouth. I rejoice in following your statutes as one rejoices in great riches. I meditate on your precepts and consider your ways. I delight in your decrees. I will not neglect your word.
The people who walk in darkness have seen a great light, and those who dwell in a land of deep darkness, on them his light has shone. There are Israeli soldiers right now in the front lines in Gaza and fighting for the survival of the state of Israel. I was so touched recently as I watched a film about one group after the other of Israeli soldiers entering into Gaza with one song on their lips, Ani ma'amin bebabia hamashiach. I trust fully in the coming of the Messiah. And the song continues saying that even should he tarry, we still trust in his coming. Isn't it amazing that young soldiers entering into the battlefield with a cry for the hope of Messiah to come and redeem them? And I want all of us, especially those of us who know that Messiah has come for us, that we pray for the coming of Messiah. Let us join in this prayer and pray, Maranatha, Lord, come quickly. And let's pray this prayer for Israel in these difficult days. But I want us also to pray for the people in Gaza. If there is one people group who is walking in darkness, who is walking in the shadow of the valley of death, it is the people of Gaza, and not just now in this war, but already since the past 2 decades, since this demonic and wicked Hamas regime took over this tiny land strip at the Mediterranean coast. As Israeli soldiers are coming in, that even though they might experience initial destruction, that this might bring the needed light for the people of Gaza. As you might hear, I am born in Germany, and I remember very well when I look at the images of Gaza. I remember the images that came out from Germany after World War II, of the bombing of Dresden, of Hamburg and Berlin, places that were much more destroyed than what we see today in Gaza. I also remember what my father kept telling me. He says, Jürgen, we are so blessed that the United States intervened in that war and liberated us from this dark regime of Adolf Hitler, and also they protected us from another darkness that was coming over from the East, which was called communism. And my prayer is that, like for Germany, like it used to be 78 years ago for my country, that this current crisis will be a reset for the people of Gaza. I want you to join me in prayer that the light of the gospel of Jesus Christ will shine in Gaza like never before, that this critical time in which we are right now will be a spiritual reset for that region. I want you to pray with me that this will be a time of revival, that this will be a time where many people around the world will answer the call to go as missionaries, to share the good news of the light of Jesus Christ to the people of Gaza. I want to close by telling you a story of a meeting with a prominent rabbi in Israel. His name was Rabbi Benny Elon. He shared with me, says, Jürgen, please, I have one request to you. Please send more missionaries into the Arab world. I wondered and I said, how can it come that a rabbi is asking me for missionaries? This honorable rabbi said, it is very simple. If the people believe what you believe, we will have peace in the Middle East. Therefore, I ask you to join me in prayer today, to pray for the peace of Gaza, to pray that the light of the gospel will shine there, to pray that a new season of peace, of prosperity will rise up for this people that were living for more than 2 decades in Gaza. Pray for Israel in these days. Pray for the people that are affected by the war. And God bless you here from Jerusalem.
Hi, I'm Donna Holbrook, National Executive Director of the International Christian Embassy Jerusalem in Canada, and I want to welcome you as our viewers. We're in Capernaum for the 42nd Feast of Tabernacles with the ICEJ, and we are here with all the nations, and you're watching online perhaps, and for even more nations who couldn't come in person, but we have 2,000 pilgrims here. We had opening night on the Galilee. It was sensational. We joined people from ICEJ, Ireland, Zimbabwe, USA, all over. And our brothers and sisters are here. They're having a wonderful time, some for the first time and some for return trips, and many Canadians. So I would wish that you could come and have your experience during the Feast of Tabernacles, being in the land, being where we're in the ministry of Jesus right here, where 70% of his ministry was done in on these shores of the Galilee. And I just want to thank you as our friends and our listeners that one day, if you haven't been here, that you will come with us and partake. Thank you.
As the deer pants for streams of water, so my soul pants for you, my God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When can I go and meet with God? Tears have been my food day and night, while people say to me all day long, "Where is your God?" These things I remember as I pour out my soul how I used to go to the house of God under the protection of the Mighty One, with shouts of joy and praise among the festive throng.
Here we are in the Toronto Consulate, and I have a dear friend, Jerry Adler, who is the Deputy Director of Israel Tourism in Canada. Jerry, we've known each other for about 25 years.
25.
Through Aunt Harriet and Ellen Melman, and you guys were tourism in
18,
Canada.
yeah, my 18 years here, plus.
Okay,
And
all right.
crisscrossing our crossroads of different events and different places where we've met
That's
up
right,
over the years. It's been exciting.
And we've done Mission Fest, and you've always supplied us with everything we needed in Israel tourism. The passports are great.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah. You think they're real, too.
Well, they're a wonderful tool for everybody to
Yeah.
use as a reference guide, and even just a token piece of Israel in their hands.
Now, you've been in this position for a long time. What is your favorite part and your proudest moments in this job?
It's part of a roller coaster ride, I'd say, over the years. There's always ups, and there are sometimes many downs. But over the years, I'd say the icing on the cake for me is the opportunity of sending influencers, journalists of all denominations, of all interests, political and non-political points of view, who are looking to share their experiences with Canadians from coast to coast, in written words, social media, however way they're going to generate it. And being able to see that is like, a feather in my cap to say, hey, my job has been done, and here are the fruits of what I've
You've opened up Israel to others who have not seen it yet or understand it yet. What kind of influencers are you talking about?
I'm talking about average Joes in many cases who are lay leaders
Yeah.
in their own interests of social, lifestyle, health and wellness, some foodies, which is, you grab people by their appetites.
Oh, yeah.
And,
It's a place to do it.
And Israel's a crossroads of that, having absorbed so many different cultures. And it also absorbed so many different tastes, which translates into, the becoming food ambassadors.
Yeah.
And,
Sign me up.
Yeah, and cookbooks here. And look, you're well aware from the many times that you have been and sharing the call, as we call it, to go to the Holy Land, to go to Israel.
It's a draw. I mean, there's a spiritual draw that once you go, you can't just go once. It draws you back time and time again.
Yeah, but I can tell you that people have gone, who have gone, whether I've sent them or not, come back or call me from Israel and say, Jerry, why didn't I go sooner? I can't believe it. The fear factor is what people were telling me, you're going where? I can't believe I'm here. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm more worried about COVID than anything else. And now that we're past that, people are jumping to the opportunity. Airplanes are full. The hotels are full. The streets are full. And you just returned.
Just returned, and we had 2,000. It was a hybrid feast for the first time, and have 6,000 from 100 nations come to Israel for Sukkot, for the Feast of Tabernacles. So it was wonderful being back together and actually hugging one another, and we went up to the Galilee this time.
Oh,
wonderful. We had a touring, instead of being more central. We were central in Jerusalem, but we also toured.
Beautiful.
And spent 2 days in the Galilee. We went to the Negev, and we're planting a forest there with J&F. Yes. So tell me, Jerry, tourism and businesses across the board suffered during COVID. Tell us how you managed during those 2 awful years, and how tourism has flourished since mandates have relaxed.
I can tell you that for the past, it's almost 3 years, really.
Yeah.
We have kept the doors open and the phone lines ongoing with regards to social media.
Right.
Without flooding people.
Right.
People were flooded already
Right.
by their synagogues, by their churches, by different organizations, trying to keep their heads above water. And not just for fundraising, but just showing that they're still alive and open for business, and that they're worried about them, about their health and welfare.
Yeah.
And we try to do the same thing, but also by showing a virtual Israel, giving virtual tours. Go to the Holy Land from the comfort of your couch or your office desk. And those were the most successful entities that we could deliver. Christian newsletters with little tidbits, video where pastors and other clergy in front of the camera recorded, just like we're sitting here now, messages to keep people smiling, to keep them upbeat in a time where things were very dark. You know, I call it the plague. And I just came out of having COVID, and I'm feeling great. Thank God for that.
Well, you've got an important mission coming up.
Exploring the country, I call it a journey of discovery. So they're going to be starting off, heading from Tel Aviv to the Negev to explore the Ramon crater from a more eco-tourist perspective.
Wonderful.
Being able to go stargazing at nighttime. You know, and I think you've experienced that too. And then it's seeing the highlights of Jerusalem. Going to the Temple Mount is on the plan.
Well, you actually go up to the Temple Mount?
Yeah, it's what I've requested. It's something, an
Are
experience.
you doing the tunnels?
We are supposed to be doing the tunnels. Hopefully we'll have Professor Dan Bahat.
Wonderful.
He was the
fantastic.
quintessential researcher from 1967 who mapped the old city of Jerusalem and continues his research. So hopefully having him there with us. And then on to Tel Aviv for a little bit more fun.
Yeah, the Mediterranean.
Yeah, the Mediterranean coastline. And again, culinary, but everything is about the experience, the hands-on experiences, and what those journalists will take away with them. And eventually the fact that they will want to return because we've only scraped the surface in 1 week. And then we're staying on to spend some time with our grandchildren.
No. So speaking about the younger generation, what is the interest in Israel among the younger generation, specifically millennials and Generation Z?
Well, Generation Z is, you know, I call it's a new beginning. Even for us, everything has been focused more on, our initiatives have been focused on empty nesters, the retirees of the world with, you know, disposable incomes. But when it comes to millennials now, they also have those disposable incomes. But they want to do it with a backpack. and go and hostel
All right.
and explore the country at a different level, but getting their hands dirty.
Do you help them do that?
Typically, it's through our stakeholder, the tour operators, the travel agents,
Okay.
and other tour specialists in Israel.
So you'll guide them into those programs where they can have that more rustic experience?
Right.
Yeah. Like with our young adults, when they go for this scholarship, they do the Bedouin tent experience.
Right.
They wake up at 5 and they climb Masada at dawn.
Wow.
That's a typical wonderful experience, and they're under one big tent.
And there's also volunteerism that they can do while they're there.
That's
which,
right. You can
giving
do
back.
Sorrel, maybe.
Right, exactly, which is an amazing opportunity for anybody. And like you say, you're planting a forest. JNF offers different programs, plantings, gardening.
We're back to planting now. The Shemitah year is finished.
So there's really interesting things to do for the millennial age group. It's not just everything on their phone that happens in an instant.
Yeah. Can they find that on your website?
They will find lots of information on our website.
And where would people go to?
Israel.travel.
Okay. And it's all there.
It's
regardless of your age.
It's all there.
Regardless of your particular
sample itineraries.
Wonderful.
There's a photo gallery. There's video galleries. It'll help them choose what they want to do and what they want to experience and places they want to go and the people they want to meet. And that's the really important part. You know, meeting the people.
Exactly. You want to meet more than your wonderful guide and your bus driver.
Right.
Yeah. So from the start of your position in Israel Government Tourism Office to now, what do you view as the greatest developments in Israel tourism?
Ooh. I'll tell you one thing. When I first started, it was about camels, the desert, and the Holy Land. That was the ultimate focus, very old school.
And how can you skateboard on sand, right? That's what was always a question.
I think that was something that drew me, and I always knew that there was a lot more. My first visit to Israel was in 1985 on my wife and mine honeymoon.
Oh.
Well, we started in Eilat, beach city, typical sort of honeymoon retreat.
Right.
But we spent more time in Jerusalem than I would have ever imagined, instead of going to Hawaii. So, first visit was life-changing for me, and haven't stopped. And my kids, all three of our kids, have made Aliyah.
They have.
Canadian born and raised.
So you have to go there to see them.
Exactly. So
that's a hardship.
It's not a hardship. It's a pleasure.
It is a pleasure.
Instead of
and they serve in the Army.
They are serving life and living. My daughter, a teacher. My son is in finance, and my youngest son is studying in rabbinical college and pursuing the laws of kashrut.
Nice.
So, with his wife and two kids.
Are they close together where they live?
They get together twice a month. My middle son lives in Tel Aviv.
Okay.
Daniela, our oldest daughter, lives in Jerusalem. And our youngest son lives in Beitar Illit, which is also on the road to Hebron, south of Jerusalem.
So when you go, you stay with all of them?
We stay and we divide our time with each of them.
So wonderful. Jerry, thank you for your time. It's a pleasure knowing you all these years.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
And it's our heartbeat to get people to Israel, so we share that.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Jerry.
Shalom.
Shalom. Hi, I'm Donna Holbrook. Audrey Ruth Peer was one of our members who came to know about the work of the ICEJ in bringing comfort here. And she passed away as an only child and with no children of her own. She had two regrets in her life. One was that she didn't have children, and the other one that she never came to the land of Israel. So when she passed away, she left an estate. And I wanted to make certain that the funds that she had given to us would be used in a way that she would have wanted. It was not designated. So I had a list of the ICEJ aid. I shared it with her friend Pat. I said, Pat, what do you think Audrey would like, how we use her funds? And so it was decided. So music was important to her. Children also important to her. And so we undertook the fund and we divided it 4 ways equally. And it went to a petting zoo for orphan boys near Tel Aviv. It also went to build 2 new music rooms at Bet Yosef up at Haifa, which is a very large community center. We also helped to complete a playground for another orphanage to the south of Israel. And then it enabled us to restore our scholarship for Christian young adults. This is a legacy that one of our members left. Her name, even though she was never in Israel, her name is in the land on those 3 projects, and it continued for 5 years on our Canadian scholarship for Christian leaders who have never been to Israel, who are in the age group of 17 to 30. 30 scholarship. These are new ambassadors back to Canada who are sharing their love of Israel and their understanding for the Jewish people. Would you consider being a shomer, keeper of Israel, in your state giving? That leaves a wonderful legacy here in Israel. I'd like to thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. And be sure to visit our website at www.icej.ca or call us at 1-866-324-9133. And for our Canadian residents, be sure to ask for your free Canada-Israel pin. Through your contributions to ICEJ Canada, you can participate by giving to Haifa Home for Holocaust Survivors, Women at Risk Red Carpet Project, Operation Life Shield Bomb-Proof Shelters, Mentoring Programs, Aliyah Support, Children's Projects, Israel in Crisis, Israel Aid, Magan David Adam Emergency Services, Christian Friends of Yad Vashem, Scholarships for Young Adult Leaders, ICEJ Canada Media Fund, Gift Estate Securities Fund.